What if rescue is just another word for capture? For novelist Paul Sheldon, a blizzard-swept mountain road becomes the threshold to a nightmare. He awakens from the wreckage not in a hospital, but in the isolated farmhouse of his self-proclaimed #1 fan, Annie Wilkes. The film immediately establishes its chilling premise by making the savior the captor, building a terrifying tension through pleasantries long before any violence erupts. This psychological battle begins not with a shout, but with the clink of a wine glass. At Annie's dinner table, the first true fight ignites in near silence. As Paul attempts to crush his pain medication into his wine, she insists on a toast. His hand reaches, breath held in suspense, only for her to accidentally spill the glass. But we know, and he knows, she saw everything. This single moment sets the mood for the entire film: intimate, manipulative dread. The props here sell the reality, from the weighty typewriter that will become his prison to the small ceramic penguin on the shelf, a silent observer of the unfolding horror. Then comes the scene that cemented misery in cinematic history, the hobbling. With a wooden block and a sledgehammer, Annie ensures her favorite author can't escape. The sound design is masterful. Each sickening crack of bone lands with brutal finality, before the score swells and recedes into an even more terrifying silence. Here, the hidden meaning surfaces. Paul is a creator trapped not just by a fan, but by his own creation. His addiction to painkillers mirrors her obsessive need for him. Easter eggs are placed with similar precision. The penguin figurine, always facing due south, becomes Paul's tell for Annie's moods, while her pig, named Misery, is a clear nod to another of the author's snowbound tales. In a haunting twist of fate, Paul's car crash eerily foreshadowed Stephen King's own real-life near-fatal accident years later. The final, desperate fight in the bedroom is the film's brutal crescendo. Paul turns Annie's obsession into his weapon, setting fire to the new manuscript she demanded. He then hurls the heavy typewriter, the very symbol of his captivity, pinning her with the story she tried to own. His character arc completes, shifting from victim to survivor, while hers shatters against an unmet fantasy. The film's ending, where a free Paul still sees Annie's face in a crowd, is crucial. It shows that physical safety does not erase psychological trauma. Behind the scenes, the production was a masterclass in restraint. Director Rob Reiner cut longer scenes and an explanatory monologue from Annie after test audiences reacted with uneasy laughter, wisely choosing to tighten the claustrophobic focus. The crew trained on medical protocols to ensure every detail felt authentic. The modest budget, recouped many times over, forced a reliance on performance and atmosphere over spectacle. Mark Shaman's soundtrack brilliantly uses silence as its primary instrument, letting the creak of the house and the rhythm of the typewriter define the fear. Today, in an age of amplified online fandom, the film's message is sharper than ever. It's a chilling map of the thin line between adoration and ownership. For its nerve, its impeccable craft, and its enduring warning, Misery earns a 92 out of 100.